The Carter 6 was not only the worst album I've heard this year, but it might be the worst Carter album in the series. This is tough as Wayne is one of my top 3 rappers, and listening to this, I felt the same way like Randy did listening to Stan's music. Pure shit. This album maybe has like 2 tolerable songs. Though it is called the Carter 6, it definitely didn't feel like a real Carter album. Calling it the Carter 6 has huge weight to it, considering that that's his most successful series of projects, with 1 to 3 being considered classics. And even Carter 5 wasn't the best as his last project, but it was better than what we have here. You see, the Carter series sets expectations, like better production, beat selection, but this album didn't do it. Whereas another artist like Tecca, who dropped Dopamine a week later, definitely showed that there was a better listening experience with the productions and transitions. You can clearly see who had the vision for their project. Yo, with Zashi, and let's see what the Carter 6 did wrong where Dopamine did right. Now, I'm not saying Wayne is washed, but with the Carter 6, it felt like a mashup of tracks Wayne found in his old laptop from 2010 and started going from there, with cliche rap lyrics and sometimes showing a vintage Wayne. He still shows that ability of his lyricism, but certain parts of the album felt recycled and lazy. I feel Wayne lacked the freshness that we needed him to have, especially with the aftermath of the Kendrick and Drake beef. This was definitely something we wanted to hear if Wayne had anything to say. And you know how back when the Carter used to drop, it was like major events for each album? With this one, it felt like a bad mixtape. Despite calling it the Carter 6, I'd rather listen to Young Thug's Barter 6 from a decade ago. I'm kinda glad we didn't see Wayne perform the Super Bowl, because it would have just been too embarrassing for me as a Wayne fan.
What the what though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
And I want Wayne to actually have some sort of direction or vision for the album, like how Tecca had for Dopamine, but I don't know, I feel like Wayne dropped the ball on this one and showed the lack of vision and awareness that he had for the Carter 6. You can't just drop the Carter 6 and expect everyone to come over there just because it's called the Carter 6. And speaking of Tecca's Dopamine album, it was a great listen, with one of the smoothest transitions I've heard this year. Unless Gunna and Turbo drop another album, I think Tecca definitely got it this year for the best transitions. Dopamine had a defined and cohesive vision that Tecca wanted to create. With this melodic trap album and his atmospheric production, he has a focus on the mood and the vibe, while reflecting on the theme of dopamine, pleasure, reward, but also the downsides like anxiety and emptiness. Tecca had a focus on this album to have a mood and vibe reflecting the theme of the album title. Songs serve the overall mood and theme, creating an immersive listening experience from start to finish. It feels like a complete album, not just a playlist. You can definitely see Tecca's growth in the album from his focus on crafting the songs and with his own chosen style. While not having a strict narrative, the album explores a consistent emotional range tied to its title. The highs of success, love and pleasure, with also the anxieties, paranoia, and the emotional toll that comes with it. Tecca delivered exactly what his fan base wanted, a catchy, melodic, and moody trap album for the summer, but executed at a higher level of quality and consistency than previous albums, feeling fresh within his own lane. Though Wayne did get number 2 on Billboard and selling about 100K, and Tecca selling about 50K on this album, the discourse for both albums, and in my opinion, the Carter 6 definitely suffered from the legacy pressure and the external drama like the Kendrick and Drake beef, and also the lack of awareness Wayne had on delivering this album with the inconsistent quality and bloated structure of it. It felt more reactive rather than a focused statement worthy of the Carter mantle, whereas Tecca Dopamine knew exactly exactly what they wanted to be. They presented a clear, modern sound and maintained a nice thematic sonic consistency throughout the album, and he delivered the album his audience wanted from it. But what do you think? Was the Carter 6 better than Dopamine? Was I completely in the wrong? Let me know in the comments down below, and like the video if you want more content like this. It's Zashi. Peace.